On the home of Shadrach Sabir. Now, law enforcement officers are seizing the property of a businessman linked to a syndicate accused of looting at the Tembisa hospital. These are some of the cars, that owned by this person. Newsroom Africa's Linda Mnisi is there, joins us live for more. Linda, you've just arrived on the scene. Good afternoon to you. This is fairly dramatic.
Absolutely, Stephen, and you can see just on your way leading up to the street of this particular three-story house, very luxurious house, Stephen. You're seeing right now on your screen the three luxury vehicles, the Lamborghinis, that have now been seized by the SIU. They currently have loaded them in. One of them, I don't know if you can see from inside, Stephen, is an SUV. The first one that's actually loaded from inside is an SUV, and then of course you have the two other Lamborghinis that have since been seized, along with a number of other items that the SIU seized. This also includes a bit of pricey art. We understand at this point they've now seized all of these, properties from Hangwani Maumela's property here in Sandton, Johannesburg. It's part of the SIU's proceedings this afternoon, Stephen. The raid at his luxury home in Sandton, which is still underway. Quite a number of items, smaller items, being taken. You'd recall that last week the SIU, detailing a report in which at least over 2 billion rands was plundered from the Tembisa hospital. And they detailed how, Maumela in his syndicate, which they refer to as the Maumela Syndicate, they reviewed about 1,728 bundles worth of over 800 million rands, really, related to this particular syndicate, uncovering significant, and what they say essentially is significant irregularities from, of course, the procurement of those services. They also said they were able to trace about 41 suppliers to the service providers linked to Maumela. 3 of those companies, you'd recall, they said are companies that were awarded contracts that were valued at over 13 million rand, Stephen. And in this syndicate, those companies were linked to now attempted murder accused Vusumuzi Kat Matlala. So at this particular moment, Stephen, you're seeing those particular proceedings. I don't know if my colleague Kevin will be able to just come a bit closer to get a sense of what is happening inside this 3-story building. Of course, it is an operation that is still underway. And of course, the authorities, many of them are still inside, Stephen, trying to get whatever it is that they are able to get from this particular property. It is a luxurious property, Stephen, a 3-story mansion here in Sandton, where they've come to, of course, seize these particular properties. But you'd also recall that not so long ago, in fact, there was another, court order. The SIU, in fact, the asset forfeiture unit, rather, also basically obtaining an order to seize Maumela's properties and assets that are in this particular property, including properties in Balito and Durban, and as well as Cape Town. So this forms part, really, of the SIU's investigations.